Hi everybody, welcome back after a while. I would like today to show you some alternative session, the qualifying session, which will consist of Q1, Q2 and Q3. I would like to record some championship season, which will have 6 races. Then you can see all the latest rules, how they work in the game, because as you know, the game is in production already, so that's a very good news. Okay, so let's get started to Q1 session. I'm gonna play with this team. I will start the championship as one of the, let's say, slowest team. I will drive against 5 championship contenders, which will be the pro bots. However, you can see there are 4 cars which are selected, and I will select after or before each race I will select randomly which of these 3 teams will going to be a pro bot, and the rest is going to be the rookie bots. All right, so first of all, let me select if I'm going to use the drivers from championship deck or the standard drivers. So the red dice score is going to be the left one, green will be the right one. So let's see. Okay, this is the left side. So let's go to use the champions deck. And there are 3 drivers here, which have the suit of this team. And let's see what is it. Okay, that's René. Regards to René. Okay. Okay, so we have a team, we have a selected driver. Let me set up the stress. Okay, I'll have to shuffle my deck, my action deck, because that will be needed also for the session, for the qualifying session. Yeah, let's just make it as it is. I'm not paying too big attention to that. Okay. Put it into my grandstand card holder. All right, and how to select the bots here, these 3. So let me draw the battle cards, and the one with the highest LED score will be the pro bots. Okay. Okay, so it's easily, this one have 1 LED, this one 0, this one 3, so that's going to be the one. Okay, so these 2 maybe will have a better luck next time. We don't need that. So I know already that this car is going to be set. So let me place the proper garage. Okay. And we know that these 2 are going to be the rookies. Okay, so let's select now the weather for the qualifying round, because this is a change and that can impact, of course, the session. Okay, let's see, what is it? Okay, sunny conditions, so nothing big. So let's continue. Okay, so let's start with the Q1. So first of all, let me draw the bot tactics, just to potentially resolve any system failures, and place them next to these cars. They are maybe upside down, but it doesn't matter. And we see there is a failure for the rookie bot. So for the system fail, if player draws a system failure card or bot draws a tactics, the car immediately fails and takes no further part in the session. So unfortunately, we already know that this car, and this is the one on the right, so this one has the last spot, so he will not take any part in the Q1. Okay, so we know the rest of the cars can drive. So let's start the session. So basically the general rules are the same as in the standard rules. So basically we need to play the cards and we need to compare the score. We need to compare the cards. We need to play the cards and compare the score based on the LED numbers with the rest of the cards. So the bots will make this with the battle cards, and me as a player will have to draw action cards and we'll have to decide on that. But before we will go to that, we need to select the tires. We need to select the tires which will be used by the bots in the Q1 and by me as a player. So there is a one rule which says that the selected tire will have to be used for Q1 and in Q2. Okay, what is important? The important part is that we will track the tire wear, and it can affect my tires for the race, and of course the bots tires for the race. But first of all, let's select which tire sets the teams have available. If the score is green, that means that we have 2 mediums available and 1 softs. In case of the red score, that means we have 2 softs tire set and 1 tire set of mediums. Okay, let's check according to the sequence of the pit box tiles. Okay, that's a green. That means that this car has 1 set of softs available and 2 mediums. Next one, it's opposite. In the track pack, you will find more tire wear tokens, which will be enough to set up this way of playing if you like that one. Okay, next one. Okay, but this is still 1 medium. Next one is also red. That means 2 softs and 1 medium. Also red. Come on, man. All will be such aggressive cars. And me, yeah, for myself, it's of course 2 mediums and one soft, and the last one is going to have similar 2 mediums and 1 soft. And the rookie bot is not going to the rookie bots are not measuring the tire wear. Okay, so we have selected how many tire sets the teams have available after the practice sessions. So let's now decide which tires will be used for that round, and we are doing this by the same die roll. Okay, green. That means the red team starts with mediums. Same case for the orange team. And this one's going to be aggressive. The softs. Next is going to be aggressive as well. And for myself, yeah, my team is rather slow. Yeah, that's a tough decision. Yeah, let's check it out. I'm going to play with this one. Medium tires, and the last one will decide on softs. No, I took his token, so let me put it back, and here we are. Okay. All right, guys. So what's now? So we will now pick the cards according to the sequence of the pitbox tiles, and we will sum up the score. That's going to be tire bonus plus maximal overtaking potential of specific car plus the LEDs from drawn battle cards. First of all, let me draw cards for myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 cards. Okay, we can also Yeah, it should be charged fully. We can also put some cards back if we want. We can exchange that and like during the normal play. Let me check again. I think I'm going to do that with these two. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, let's go with the sequence here. Let's go. So in this case, that team has the score of 4 plus 3, that's going to be 7, plus 3, that's going to be 10. And I'm going to mark that on the track then thanks to that I will not have to remember all the scores. So let's say I will mark by these white tokens score number 10. Okay, so this car have a 10, number score 10. Let's go to the next team. Okay, it's empty. That means if there's a 0 LED, that means the car failed this chance, this run. So that means he scored 0 points. So let's place it here, and he will have to, or he will be forced to make a second shot during that Q1 session. Let's go with the next one. Pretty low scores for them, but okay. That's going to be 3 overtake, 4 from tires, that's going to be 7 plus 1 from the car, that's going to be 8, so 10, 9, that's 8. 8 is here. And next one. Oh, this is strong result. Oh, this is the complete maximum. So 6 plus 4 is 10, plus another 4, that's 14. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh my God. So for sure he don't need to care about this to be eliminated in that session. All right, then that's going to be me. So I am in a lucky position because my pit box tile is really at the back. So I know more or less what is the score the cars in front. So I don't have to play so strong. So, but for example, my tires have the bonus of 3 plus maximum potential of overtake of OT points is 3, so that's 6. And what now? I can play one of the cards. Here's going to be 3, so that's 9. Okay, let's try. That's going to be here. 10, 9 is here. Okay, let's go with the next card, and next one is this man. Where are the battle cards? There they are. And he has a score of 0 again. Again, I mean, that's another car is doing this. And the last one, this is the rookie boat car. Rookie boats, it should be like this because it is not raining. So the rookie boats have 2 potential of OT points plus 2 LEDs from their difficulty level. And that's going to be 4 plus 5, that's going to be 9. It's the same score as me. However, I did my score first, so he needs to step behind me. All right. So this is the first round of Q1. And now we can check do another round to see if some cars can improve or not. First of all, the cars which didn't score any points, they have to do that. They are forced to do that. The other cars will decide by a die roll, and I can decide by myself. Okay, so let's go from the back. And this car already we know because it fails, so he stays in the garage. So we know he will be placed at the back of the grid. Okay. So from the back, let's go with this car. What's the score of this car? Oh, another bad result. That means he crashed during the qualifying. Okay, let's mark like this. Let's rotate the car, marking that the second round was done because only 2 rounds can be done in the qualifying session. Of course, in Q1, in Q2, and Q3, you have 2 chances for improving the times. And let's go with the next one. What the car will be here? Oh, that's a lot better. Okay, that's going to be 6 plus 6 is going to be 12. So 10, 11, 12 is here. And next car is this one. So we need to decide by rolling a die. Green result, yes, he will try to do another attempt. Red result, no. Okay, unfortunately, he is allowed to do that. So we can do that. However, it just came to my mind that knowing that this car is already out of the session and this car is already, he did already two runs, and 2 cars will be knocked out during the session. So there is no point. To continue. We know already that these 2 are out of that session. So we can clean it up. Let's clean that up. Oh. Let's clean that up, and yeah, let's put the cars here. So this is the guy from the last position. We will play in total 8 cars. That's why I'm placing them here. I don't like, to be honest, extending the tracks with another pit tile. You can do that by having this in track pack, but I'm not a fan of that, because that extending the track layout. But if you like it, that's your idea, please do. I know that some of you like that, because that was the reason why we placed that in the track box. Okay, so these 2 are out. Let's put, they are on the back of the grid, so we already know that. And let's place this car back in their boxes. And where's my car? There it is. And we can do another round. However, we know that this car tries to make a second round. That means we should mark him that he used that tire, and we should mark this by placing, for example, the system failure token, which says that that tire set has -1 tire points. Okay, let's go with Q2. Okay, in Q2, yeah, we should reset the scores, like that's what we did. If the weather would be rainy or cloudy, we should check if the rain starts, or maybe if that would be rainy if the rain stops. So we should use remaining cards and tires in Q1. So I've played the cards and I need to keep them here. We should draw new battle cards from remaining cards in the deck for the bots, so that's the ones. We should resolve the session in the pit box order like we did in and then we should decide on the second runs. We should track the tires and then eliminate the 2 slowest cars. Okay. Now, we should again check if some cars will have a failure. You can do that. If you don't like it, you can skip it. I like it because it can simulate the potential car failures during qualifying round, which can happen. Or you can also say that this is something where the bots just crashed or something during their run. Let me mark something. I will mark here that this car crashed during the session, right? So I will remember later on to prepare that car for the start. You will see that in the other video. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, all cars. Oh no, not all cars. Here we are. We have a fail. Unfortunately for him, that car fails. So we can place that car here. Sorry for that. It can happen. My bad. I shuffled the car in this way. The tires stay the same. Players keep their cards, which they have left from the previous Q1 session, and let's start in the same way as we did previously. So let's play this one this time. That's a little bit better score. 4-3, that's 9, so it's worse. So he has 7, that's going to be 9, or that's the same height, doesn't matter. Okay, next card. Okay, this one's going to be, and I didn't, and I think I forgot to place this Attire because he did 2 runs in the previous session because he was forced to do that. Okay, next it's going to be here. Oh, a lot. Full score. Okay, so this one's going to be 6 plus 6, that's 12 again. That's here. This one have again full score. Come on, guys. That's here. And that's going to be me. And I'm going to play. I'm going to play 9 as well. However, because I have 3, 3 and 3 and 3, I don't have a faster card. So that's going to be 9. However, I can use a tire to improve my score. That's going to be 10. However, that costs me 1 tire point. I need to remember to reflect that in for the race. I can also place that token here to make it to remember that for sure. And my score, that makes my score 10. And then we have Mr. Rookie here. And that's going to be 3. 4 and the plus 3, that's 7. 10, 9, 8, 7 is here, and all cars made their runs. And we know that already 1 car is gone. So I really have a chance. To go into Q3. Okay, so let's check it out. So first we need to check if that car is going to make another shot. If not, I'm in Q3. Yes, okay, I'm lucky enough. And this car is not going to make it because 2 cars are already eliminated. We don't need to check another round. So let's clean all. Let's clean all of that. And now, what we are doing, we need to reshuffle all the battle cards which were used. Yeah, let's reshuffle also the tactics. So we can now change the tires. Also, let me just draw my information card. So Q3, we are resetting the score. What we just did, we are checking the weather, but there is no point for that. So we're resetting the score. Players may draw a new hand for free, so I can do that in a minute. Players and bots may select new tires for Q3. In case I will keep, or they will keep the same tires, then we will add a tire marker, and yeah. Okay, I don't want this card here, so let me try to pick new set of cards, and it doesn't look too good. Oh, come on. I should shuffle that a little bit better. Okay, so according to my ERS level, I didn't use any cards which requires the ERS, so I can put these 2 back here, and let me draw 2 new cards. Come on, man. Okay, it's not so bad. I have some counters here, so that would be good for the start, but let's focus now on the Q3 session. Okay, I'm going to put these tires back to my pit garage. That means I'm going to keep this token at the bottom. That will remind me later on that this tire has a one tire left, a one tire wear point used. I'm going to switch for faster tires. That's going to be soft. And let's decide now for the bots if they keep the same tires or not. This one. Okay, green. He stays with the same set of tires. We need to mark him on the tire point. Next, oh shit. Next one is going to be red. That means his tires are marked here with this token here, and he's picking up these ones. Next one. It's green. That means he's switching, but he don't need to mark that one. So he switch here. And we have it. Set it up. Okay. Okay, so we are doing exactly the same things like we did. But first, let's check the tactics. Okay, all cars taking part in will take part in the session. No failures. Also, I don't have any failures, so I'm also good to take part in that session. So let's start first. The red team. This is already used. Okay, so its score is 3, 3, 6 plus 4 is going to be 10. A little bit better than previously. Then next car. Oh, that's a lot. So 6 plus 4, that's 10 plus 3, that's 13. 10, 11, 12, 13 is here. And that car is 3, 3, 6 plus 4, that's 10. That's 10 as well, like this car. And for myself. So what I can do, I can play this 4 LED card. I can place this extra card that's going to be 5. So that's going to be 4 and 3, that's going to be 7. 8 plus 4, that's going to be 12. Woo! 10, 11, 12. So for this team, it's pretty impressive. Okay, so now let's decide about the second round. So in Q3, all cars are going to make that because it tries to do a second attempt. I mean, all bots. So let's try and decide with this team. Is he managed to do that? No, he didn't manage to improve the time. So because there's a red score, so he's not going to do a second round. Next one, yes, that team is going to do that. So we need to mark another tire point. And let's try if he can improve his score. Unfortunately not, because this is just 1 point. 1 point, that means his total score is worse than this one. So we can mark it below, rotate the card to mark that the second round was done. And for myself, I don't have any better cards to improve my lap time, so I'm stick what I have. That means I will start with this car from the first row. Okay. Let's set up these according to that sequence. Wow, I'm surprised. Really. Okay, so and the first car will take the LED 2 bonus from the pole position because he's on the clean racing lane, so he will get 2 LEDs for the start. Okay, so that's how it looks. And that car who crashed probably will have to start the race from the pit lane. And okay, so this is it. Let me just check something for you. So after qualifying, we should reshuffle and draw the new weather card for the race. That's going to be done in the next video. Both starting tires are set by the strategy card, so we will set it up with the next in the next video. However, if the selected tires will have these tire points, we'll have to adjust that on the race control panel. Players choose starting tires and may start on used tires as well, but we need to reflect that on my board. And what else? And of course, as what I mentioned already, I need to keep these cards. I cannot draw new cards from the start. Okay, so in case you remember, we have two cards which with fails. If that would be a player, then we can check if the issue was fixed or not by rolling a die. If the issue would be fixed, then we can the draw failure card, we can put it onto discarded deck. However, if the issue will not be fixed, that card will be placed back and reshuffled in the deck. That means during the race I could pick it up and to get the failure again. Okay, this is it. This is how the Q1, Q2, Q3 sessions looks like. That gives additional layer to the game, and you can have some unexpected results with failures, or that, for example, that this team is in front, which normally wouldn't happen probably with the old rules. But these are the alternative rules, and you will not find them in the rulebooks, official rulebooks. So if you like that change, just enjoy it, use it, or modify it according to your own expectations. And yeah, I think we are good to go. Okay, so I'll try to record the racing video as soon as possible. And in the meantime, enjoy your time. Thanks. Bye-bye.